Our story begins deep in the woods, where a young man is wheeling a young lady in a wheelchair. He speaks.
This is the house, isn't it? What a lonely place it's in.
Today's horror manga dub in narration is The Demon's Conference by Junji Ito. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to all the VAs involved. Check them out in the description below as well as pinned in the top comment. Anyways, back to this chilling tale.
At any rate, let me check and see if someone's in. Huh? It's open. Excuse me, is anyone home? Ugh, what a stench.
Yes? What is it?
You're Azeri Yuma.
Yes.
Ah, right. I'm Hamaoka from Akimoto Daily News. The truth is that I'd like to have a little discussion with you today.
What is this about?
Actually, you might remember an incident from 2 years ago. At Tochigi Prefectural Hikage High School, the incident of the mass deaths of the professors and students. The manner of death was... everyone's brains appeared to have dissolved. And concerning the cause of that, while the pathogen theory was prominent, ultimately it's still unsolved. But besides that incident, I understand that similar incidents have been occurring in various places throughout Japan. Recently, I have been examining carefully if there's some kind of connection between all of these human disappearance incidents.
I'm sorry, but why do you need me in those incidents?
Yes, what indeed that is. There's actually a person I want to introduce to you. I kept her waiting outside.
Azeri looks over to see the girl in a wheelchair, sweat dripping down her body. He stares at her.
Yuma, do you know her?
She was, Sweat continues to drip down.
She is Arisu Keiko. She was the only survivor of the mentioned Prefectural Hikage High School incident. She narrowly escaped with her life, but she sustained a considerable amount of brain damage. For a long time, her condition left her unable to speak, but recently, bit by bit, she's able to produce some words. Now, of those words she spoke, Yuma, one was your name. If you put together those words she finally uttered, it seems like you're clutching the key to this incident, so it appears.
I remember! Arisu Keiko! How nostalgic! She was very kind to me, but she knew this place properly, right?
Actually, I'm also amazed. Arisu somehow knew of your whereabouts.
Huh? Why is that? Truly amazing. Arisu, it's been a while, hasn't it? How did you find out about this place? Excuse me? I startled you, so please, excuse me. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Arisu, what's wrong?
When they looked up, they saw a little girl with a creepy smile. She spoke.
Is it another tearful reunion? Are you already going steady now? Although the woman's faces who dated my big brother were crumbling and their bodies were melting, you know. through the fault of my big brother making a contract with a demon. He completely melts the humans he affects. Recently, the incidents here and there over Japan where humans have been melted. Those were all my big brother's evil deeds. It's the fault of his apologizing. That woman's brain has also melted a bit. You were really saved, huh?
Chizumi, what kind of stupid things are you saying? I'm thinking it's your fault that I go through such torment to this extent.
Yuma, do you mind explaining? What exactly is this about being your fault those people dissolved? If you know the whole truth, tell it to me. Arisu is terribly afraid of your apologies. I want an explanation of how exactly your apologies and the incidents are connected.
Please don't believe my sister's story. My little sister is a monster. On the corner of the main street, she threatens passerbys and is delighted by it. She causes nothing but trouble to society.
I don't want to be told that by my big brother.
As your older brother, I'm so sorry. I'm really, truly sorry. Please, somehow, please forgive me.
Yuma, lift your head up!
Forgiveness! I beg forgiveness!
Arisu, are you alright? I'll come back right away!
He then grabbed onto her wheelchair, wheeling her away at a tremendous speed. When they finally arrived back at his vehicle, he began to comfort her, saying,
Arisu, have you calmed down a bit? I didn't expect you to be so overworked by this too. Wait for me inside the car. I'll go interview them one more time.
That was when he made his way back into the forest, returning back to that household. He slowly opened the door, calling.
Excuse me! It's Hamaoka from Akimoto News. I was just here before.
But no one answered. He made his way further into the villa.
Excuse me. Won't you let me listen to your story? Is anyone here? Oh, all things considered, this is a horrible smell. I'm coming in for a bit then.
Step by step, he peered around. He could tell that the place was used recently.
Something was poured over the drain. Is this what stinks?
He peered around, and underneath the sink he saw strange bottles. Coming outside of them was a weird, acidic goo. Meanwhile, the two of them were running as fast as they could.
Big brother, are we moving again?
Hurry up, Chizumi!
Even so, that was wasteful. If you hadn't thrown them away. Talking about this thing, I wish I had drunk more. The brain soup of those humans.
No, we can't leave any evidence behind.
Then what are you doing with Papa and Mama's heads?
It can't be helped. I'm going to bury them in the middle of the forest. It'd be better if I had a shovel, but maybe this deep will be fine. And so, he grabbed two dismembered heads, placing them into the crater he had dug, and beginning to pray. But that was when he heard a voice. Yuma, your worthless disobedience of your parents has reached its limit. You feel like burying your parents in this cold earth? That's right. In the first place, how are you going to even live without us? Papa, Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And then, in a strange turn of events, smoke and steam began coming out of their corpses, and then There was a tremendous explosion, and steam poured out everywhere, until the heads slowly evaporated into nothing. Oh, I'm sorry, Papa, Mama. But his sister Chizumi didn't seem to care one bit. Okay, Chizumi, let's go.
Chief Editor, sir. About the previously mentioned human dissolution incident, I contacted the person gripping the key to that mystery. As expected, just as Arisu Keiko said, it's a young man called Aziri Yuma.
Oh? And how much of his side were you able to get?
Not enough. But because I gained information about how another victim that was affected by him exists, I'm going to collect that news too.
Oh ho, and who is that person?
To start with, one is an elementary school-age boy. Hey, the other day there was an incident where this elementary school boy was kidnapped by someone, right? The possibility exists that the boy was kidnapped by those young people. That boy's testimony might become the clue that leads to an answer. As the boy's parents are currently missing, he's sent to an orphanage.
Meanwhile, back in the dorm, a voice called, warning the others of a horrific event. When they went to investigate, they saw something so horrible. A young individual was dead inside the washroom, blood smeared everywhere. The ladies screamed at the top of their lungs. But what could be the story behind all of this? You'll have to find out on the next episode of Junji Ito's The Demons Conference. I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. Sarah de Jesus, Moto Surf, Cleo, Minue, Kago, Andre Wolf, Voodoom, and Alex S. Thank you so much everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a good night everyone. Goodbye.